So they will be doing this part first. Sorry about that. It went on me. Provider. Internet provider. Have to do better. You have to do better. Alright. We still deal with the PEP thing because at the end of the day, our children, our nation children future more important, right? So we have to do all we can to help them. So as I was discussing first live before we were rudely interrupted by the internet provider, the first one says, so this paper consists of more than one part, right? So we have question one say horse is to jockey as to, as car is to, and it said drive, chauffeur, chaperone. We can pronounce the French word. And then them have modern. Modern is to old. Old fashioned as weak is to. So I guess they must put the word that most suitable for it. And for 4 to 5, them say choose the answer that is necessary component to one in the heavy type. And heavy type means bold. So the one that is bold is supposed to put the word more suitable for that. And they give you an example and them say house is your house, and they say think you cannot build a house without A, cement, B, board, C, land, D, material. So the student would have to choose which word they cannot build a house without. And over there they say cake, and it says think. Because as I say, this is a critical thinking exam. Critical thinking. About 80% critical thinking. With CSEC, I don't think CSEC is about 10% critical thinking. So this makes it the most challenging exam. Even at the university level, you're not required to do so much critical thinking in one sitting. And it's a cake, B, flour, sugar, and spice. C, cake mix, D, warmth. So the student would have to choose the most suitable one. Most suitable one. All right. And 6 says, which of the following you must do to start at point A and end up back at point A? And they give some examples and then say move 90 degrees, move 180 degrees, move 270 degrees, and D says move 360 degrees. So again, the student will have to answer multiple choice part. This is the multiple choice part, right? And as you can see, it's a mixture. It's not just maths. It's a mixture of everything, right? All right. It's for item 7 and 8. Select the one that does not belong in the group. So you're going to pick the odd one out. And they say, which is the odd one out? And they give inch, furlong, liter, and foot. So the child will be required to pick the odd one. And they say, circle the odd one out. And they give E, A, I, and N as the option. So the child will have to pick the odd one out. The one that they think that belong there, they will have to choose that option. All right. So let us continue the paper. Let us see what they have in store for these kids. So number 9 says, arrange the words in a logical sequence. Arrange the words in a logical sequence. A student will have to arrange these words in a sequence. And they give some example. People, grasshopper, chicken, and the grass. All right. So it should be in a logical sequence. And again, it's critical thinking. It's not just get up and say, what is a circle or nothing like that. They're gonna give them things that they have to think about, and it's critical thinking that makes the exam very difficult. So it's arranged in the following words in logical sequence. And the first word is people, grasshopper, chicken, grass. And these are the options: 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. So the child will have which they think is in a logical sequence. Number 10 says arrange the following words in a logical sequence again. So we have lock, switch on, door, entry. Real life thing them a deal with, real life experience. Well, then take taxi. Me just like I say a child who their parents don't have a car, but then can take taxi. That's not an excuse. It's cut up in section, and it said choose the correct homophones to complete the items. And you have to teach them what is homophones, synonyms. They must can differentiate between these to do this exam. All right. So they will choose and read. All right. Fast forward to 14 right here. It's maths, right? Mathematics again. So it's not just one set of maths, it's different set of maths. And this one is order of operations. Again, it's critical thinking, right? And this one is a little pattern. They give 2, 4, 8, 4, 8, 16, and they ask you which number comes next. So it's very tricky. So students have to be prepared as much as possible. All right. And it gives us a next one where it says which number goes in this square, which is this square right here. Which number in the square to make the question correct. And they give blank 4 minus equals 6 a star. And they give the star to be 15 divided by 3. So again, students have to divide and say, okay, this side is equal to this side. So you see, guys, it's a very tough exam. It's a critical thinking exam. I will be doing the solution for the maths part. So guys, look out for that. As soon as I get likes. All right. Let's go again. Again, this part is English now. So it's not just math straight and read straight. Maths and English is a mixture. So these kids, just help them prepare as much as possible with the small time allotted. We want you to show you guys this one. This one comes off a CSEC past paper question. And listen, those guys, you guys must remember this question. We gave this question to you guys, all right? And you see, they have to tell the pattern. And the question says, how many block circles should be in figure 7? So they give them figure 1, figure 2, and figure 3, figure 3 and 4, and they should figure out how many black dots would be in figure 7. Can you turn? You check figure 1 and you observe and you see what turn is there. You check figure 2, figure 3, and you see there's a pattern there. So can these guys know the pattern? All right. Let's just look at another question. So this one says, if object Y weighs 2 kilogram, 400 gram, what is the mass of object W? If object Y weighs 2 kilograms, 400 grams, what is the mass of the object W? So basically, they give them two equations, and students have to figure out what's the value of W, right? And they give us over here 1y is equal to 2x. That is what this is saying. 1y is equal to 2x. And they are saying that 1x is equal to 4w's. All right? I'm not going to do the solution now. However, I will be doing the solution. Guys, just share it and allow students to benefit from my channel. It is free. I'm not charging a dollar. So my time, and I choose to give it to my nation children. All right. So guys, go with them, and this can be a little bit tricky, right? Because them say if Y weighs 2 kilograms, if Y weighs 2 kilograms, 400 grams. Dinalia Burke, hello, what's up? Big up yourself, my top student. You know that paper you're done, that's why you're allowed. All right. I appreciate my prep students, them man. We're not selfish, you know. All right, guys. So if anyone on the live want to try, they can try, right? Big up yourself, Dinalia, one of my top student. Yeah. Distinction loading. No joke about it. So it says they give the value for Y. I don't know why they didn't just tell the students them 2.4 kilograms or something like that. But they give them a little bit confusing, but that's okay. I know my prep students can do this. So they say if Y, they give the value of Y, and it said 2x is equal to 1y. And it goes on further, 1x is equal to 4w. So they are supposed to find out what's the value of the W, or how much the W weigh. So it's a very good question though, I like it. All right, go down further, they say think critical. That's all I'm depending on. I got the wrong way. Hold on. I'm supposed to do hold on. All right, next question now. If you think, it's a critical thinking exam, right? So they say think, convert 2 kilograms, 400 grams to grams. And they give the value 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. And here, they are supposed to choose the option. The answer not even there. I joke thing this. Unfortunately, the answer not even there. I joke thing. All right, let us look at this one. I don't know how they make that error. Below, it's just an example, guys. I'm not expecting. I will do the maths part of it, the critical thinking part of it, and I will go very slow with the solution. All right. So it gives, I think there's a little error on it, but I get the general of what they are trying to do, right? So it's a 1 by 1 square, that's incorrect. This is I guess the length, and this is not a 1 by 1, right? So it's a 2 by 2. So I guess the thing in the wrong place. See? These are the 1 by 1, and these should have been the 2 by 2. But there was an error on the paper in terms of printing. And they asked for 1 plus 4 is equal to 5 squares. That them say. And then them say, how many squares are there in a 12 by 12 square? So basically, them give them a little example to say this is a 2 by 2. It's just a typo error. It's a 1 by 1. It should have been 2 by 2, right? And they should observe and see how many squares are in the entire square. How many square units? 1 by 1 square units are in the entire. But they messed it up with the printing. I guess it won't happen on the actual PEP exam, hopefully, because this is our nation's children. So don't expect them to mess it up. All right. So, and then they ask the question, how many squares are there in a 12 by 12 square? I like this question, right? If students are familiar with area of a square, they could just easily find the answer. All right? And here we go again with the reading again. So it's a mixture of many things. I would rather the students be doing English on a particular day, maths on a particular day. It's kind of hard sometimes to like flip-flop, 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 but they have to do what they have to do, and they give a story and say, let me just read it out. I know people can't really see it. Tommy used some sheets of paper to write some stories. He then glued the pages together to make a book. He writes on both sides of each sheet of paper. Therefore, each sheet of paper inside Tommy's book has 2 pages, one on either side. Tommy's baby brother Roy was playing with the book and tore out some of the pages. The book is now open to show page 10 and page 35. Page 35 is written in the last sheet of the paper. Tommy first placed in the book. I don't even know what they must say at the last part. Some nonsense. How many pages did Tommy first put in this book? I guess them want to say it stop at 35. Yeah, so 35 is the last page of sheet Tommy put in the book. So basically, they are saying it stop at 35, and the student is supposed to say how many pages Tommy first put in the original book. 24 says, which sheet of paper with the number with 2 numbered pages could be seen in the middle of the book when Tommy first made it? Again, critical thinking. Critical thinking. So they're asking the students, after inputting 35 pages, what would be in the middle after you tear up the book? It's a critical thinking. Right. Some students will figure it out though. So you have to teach them to think critically. All right, listen to this one now. The first letters of 6 person name who are sitting on a long bench across from you is given by M, N, R, X, O, and K, R, and X. Oh, come on. So it's M, N, R, X, O, right? And they say, and K, R, so K, R, and X are in either side of the bench. N and O are sitting in the middle or the center of the bench. K is sitting to the right of X. O is sitting to the left of M. And this is another joke thing. Students have to actually write it out and give a vivid thing where necessary, because if they don't do that, it's gonna be very, very hard for them. So guys, all the best in your exam. I hope that this description of what you are supposed to do. Helped or help in some case. All right, let's look at the last page. No, it's not the last page. So it says Kevin gathered some data, right? And they give the months, number of people. So January 30, February 20 rather, February is 40, March is 30, April 75, and May. And they ask, and they basically give the information right here, like this. Choose the correct bar below to represent the data. So the child or the student will have to choose which one matches with this data. So it's matching the information with basically the graph. So that can be a little bit challenging. So we have to teach them how to read bar graph. I personally did that with my grade 3 students, grade 4. As everybody knows teach at our level, right? I have to do it. It's not I just get up one day and say, I want to teach Pep Maths. I was given the challenge by teachers and students. I took it on and I have no regret. Alright. So I help out with Pep from grade 3, 4, and 5. Alright. And coming soon, I will have more content, not just maths. So the child will have to match the information given with the chart. So they have to match and say, all right, January is 20. So they say, look which one of 20, use the elimination method, and so forth, and choose it. They're not really hard, they're just challenging in terms of, say, critical thinking. And at a young age, they're probably not exposed to certain things at a young age. So it's our responsibility as teachers to ensure I'm in a grade 9 paper. Prep exam one to no man. Yeah, because they are the main focus. They have their exam in 2 days. So we have to assist them as much as possible. But I will get around to your paper and so forth. So this is a hard work, I know. And I don't make empty promises. You understand? I'm gonna do what's necessary. I always say that it's better I have the information ready and students. I prefer come on live every day, do the work, and students don't watch it. More than students want the help and can't get the help. That's not me. So this one now is similar to the other one we do with the dots, where they give them the square, they give them all of this figure 1. Let me just draw it down. So they gave them figure 1, figure 2, and figure 3. And they asked them how many squares would be in figure 15. Now, this is not easy for an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old who is not exposed. Parents, I know parents in here from grade 3, you're gonna watch my thing. Bring them to me early so I can help them. They have to develop critical thinking. It's not just about this, that. Once I have them early, I go through the content and then I do the critical thinking part with them where they can now start to interpret data and analyze. So it's the analytics and all of these things is very, very important. What I'm trying to do, is not just for me, Having a YouTube channel is not just for me, it's to help future students who is going to go in high school, who is going to go to university. I have students who are taught maths, them get them grade 1, and I say, all right, finish with them now. Them go to university, they're doing maths, calculus, them call Mr. Bennett. How this go? That is why I extend my channel to the university level. All right? Because it's the demand. I go where the demand is. Not like I get up one day and say, I'm going to do maths, because we can't teach. No. this was a challenge given to me by students, teachers, from various schools. Used to send worksheet, and I used to just explain to the teachers, and they would explain to students. But then the same Mr. Bennett, why you don't just do a video and explain, and the students can have it available to them. So I don't just get up and say, all right, I want to kill myself with work and I want to do PEP, and no. It's a challenge given to me, and I embrace the challenge, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm happy to be a teacher, and I know that this can benefit students tremendously. Trust me. All right. I did this one with my grade 4 student the other day. This one. Vicky packed 506 marbles into a number of plastic containers. Each container had either 10 or 8 marbles. Vicky had limited space to keep the container, so she must use the least number of containers possible to pack all the marbles. Now, listen to the question. How many containers had 10 marbles? Now, this is not easy for an 11-year-old. However, the options are there: 49, 63, 50, and 51. It can be challenging, so just encourage everyone to check out my channel, and think you guys can share it too. I'm going to end the live now. I will be doing the paper, the maths aspect of it, but I really wanted to share to students to get an idea of what will be coming on their exam. That's very important to me, that students are prepared. That is the most important thing. The preparation aspect of it is the most important thing to me. So I want, even if you're not directly connected to me, like if a tutor you are not, if you're a part of my channel, that's it. You're a blessing. Even if they are not, still can share it with them. All right, guys, so I will be ending the live shortly. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. And look out for Mr. Bennett. It doesn't stop here. All right. Please ensure that you are safe. Follow the protocols that the government set for us. Stay 6 feet apart from people. See how much important? 6 feet apart. You must know what is 6 feet, right? As you are math students. So thanks again, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you all. This is Mr. Bert, and I'm out. Everybody big up himself. Only you alone me know when you leave a comment. Self. Yeah. Big up everyone though. It only tell me say 3 persons online, so do 3 persons, big up yourself. And I'll see you 4 now. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, peace. Take care. I'm out. No doubt. Take care, guys.